Hello and a very warm welcome to Padmaloka. My name's Satchakirti and behind the camera is Arvid, and this is the first in a series of talks looking at the iconography at Padmaloka. So it's an iconography which has inspired and touched countless men and women across the Triratna Buddhist community, and so we wanted to put something out sort of sharing what we have on display here at Padmaloka, because there is a lot, as most people will well know. So we'll now head over to the Stupa Courtyard. Okay, so as you can see, I'm standing outside of the Stupa Courtyard, within which is the stupa itself, which is in the traditional Tibetan style and was made by two order members, Chintamani and Rupadarshan. Chintamani himself created the brass finial on top, or bronze, I'm not quite sure which, and Rupadarshan, who is a stonemason, constructed the body of the stupa from carefully selected stone. And as you can see, the result is a very beautiful and well-made stupa, so we're very much indebted to the two of them for this. The stupa itself contains the relics of Urgyen Sangharakshita's teacher, Dada Rinpoche, who was born in 1918 and died in 1990. And the relics were enshrined in the stupa by Bhante Sangharakshita in a ceremony that happened here a number of years ago. On the stupa itself, we have brass plates on each side of the square base. On the front there is Dada Rinpoche's name, as well as the years of his birth and death. On each of the following sides you have the motto from his school, the ITBC, and they read, "Cherish the doctrine, live united, radiate love." So we worship this stupa regularly here at Padmaloka. Every time before a meditation we walk around it in the clockwise direction. Every time before a puja we'll circumambulate it, and we'll be chanting and making offerings of incense and sometimes flowers as well. And we'll have candles lit up around the stupa. So it creates quite a beautiful and atmospheric site. And it's a hugely important part of Padmaloka. It's sort of, in a sense, it's a living presence here, and I think you begin to feel that as you circumambulate it, that you're actually in the presence of something higher, a higher being, a higher person. You know, perhaps if one believes so, something of Dada Rinpoche himself. Okay, so welcome to the shrine lobby. Here you can see a traditional image of the Wheel of Life, and above it we've got a demon catcher that was made by Aloka. So in a way you can think of this as the point at which you leave the world behind. And that's both in the form of the Wheel of Life, but also the particular evil, malevolent forces that are looking to block our spiritual practice. So we'll head into the shrine proper now. So a very warm welcome to the shrine room itself. So the shrine room is the beating heart of Padmaloka. It's where we come together to transform our minds through the practices of meditation and ritual. And it's a place where men have been coming for decades now to do so. And a lot has happened in this shrine room. There's a lot of history that's gone down here. There's been talks by Bhante Sangharakshita on order events. There's been hundreds by Padmavajra probably. There's been big talks by Subhuti that have been done in this shrine room. So yeah, a lot has happened. There's a living presence you can feel here, something very tangible that people usually pick up on pretty quickly when they walk into this place. So the imagery in the shrine room was created by Aloka primarily, except for the Buddha tiles at the back, but we'll come on to those a bit later. But the rupa and all the paintings around were all done by Aloka, and this is a project that's been going on for decades now, and which Aloka has devoted a lot of his life to. So again, another person we're hugely indebted to, really, for creating this beautiful place. So the stupa itself, the rupa itself, was created by Aloka, and wasn't actually the first image in the shrine room. Initially there was a stupa, and then later on there was a painting, which is now in our second shrine room. But the rupa that you see here, again made by Aloka, is sort of the 3D sculptural equivalent of the painting that was here before, and it's of Shakyamuni Buddha. Either side of the rupa we can see Dipankara, the Buddha of the past, and Maitreya, the Buddha of the future, the Buddha to be. And above the rupa we can see Vairochana, with a small painting of Vajrasattva as well included on that board. So in a sense you've got the Trikaya here right in front of us. So you walk in and you're hit by a wall of Buddhas immediately. So now we're going to briefly introduce you to each of the images in the shrine room, starting here with white Tara. Padmasambhava, another white Tara, wrathful Vajrapani, peaceful Vajrapani, Akshobhya, Manjushri, Fudo, also known as Achala, Pranya Paramita, Ratnasambhava, the Buddha of the southern realm, Amoghasiddhi, the Buddha of the northern realm, four-armed Avalokiteshvara, Kshitigarbha, Amitabha, the Buddha of the western realm, two-armed Avalokiteshvara, Padmapani, Milarepa with his two main disciples, Gampopa and Rachungpa, green Tara, Vajrasattva, and again green Tara. So surrounding green Tara we have disciples here worshipping, and above there are also angels, gods and goddesses making offerings to green Tara. And on the other side of the shrine entrance by white Tara we see the same, more disciples worshipping and paying homage, and above too angels, gods and goddesses. And here at the exit to the shrine room, we can see the two angels or gods either side, one holding a sun disk and the other a moon. And in the center, we can see Padmasambhava, who looks down on all those who enter and exit the shrine room with his wrathful gaze. Okay, so on the Akshobhya side of the shrine room, we also have the first set of Buddha tiles that we've put up. And the Buddha tile project is one that anybody can contribute to, to sort of participate in the Padmaloka Shrine project. You can order a tile from our website, paint it yourself, make a donation as you do, and return it. And our plan over time is to fill all the gaps in the shrine room with Buddha tiles as well as other images. So it's a very sort of direct and creative way you can be a part of the project. So yeah, I really invite you to do if you haven't done so already. And if you've already done one, do another. Why not?